straight into the map. Sphynx is going to start on attack and T3H on defense. And I think a map like Border isn't geared like Clubhouse. I don't think that there's not an opportunity for attackers to get rounds. I think it depends on the setup. It's not like Clubhouse where you expect a dominating amount of defensive rounds on one side. I think with that first ban coming out, I think T3H knows exactly what they want to do.
The Capital ban is definitely interesting there, as well as the Thatcher ban coming out. Again, are we just going to see Thatcher bans all the way through?
Maybe.
Is this what we've been doing? We've been all screaming with Thatcher bans. We're all a big fan of Thatcher bans. I think Border is not as strong as a Thatcher ban here. I think maybe like a hard reacher ban is definitely a little bit more effective. But yeah, this is definitely looking to swing things into the favor of the defenders. The Echo ban not being too surprising. And we're going to guess we're going to see a mirror ban as well.
Yeah, exactly. I would expect no. That means
Okay.
mirrors on the board, James. And I can't remember the last time I've actually seen a mirror played competitively on a map like Border for a very, very long time.
Yeah, no, that is right. Like, she is insanely good on Border, and I think we're just gonna see her come out every single round here. Maybe not. Maybe a 6-pick onto. This lineup is interesting.
The ACOG's not a surprise for me, especially being run by Canary. She's a very good shot when she wants to be. I do expect the Alibi to be 6-picked off onto the mirror. If not the Alibi, then I wouldn't know which other operator you would. To not utilize a mirror shows me that they expected the opposition to ban the mirror. So possibly by there being no mirror ban and they were sticking to their ban, they didn't have that set up in their strats anyway. So quite possibly they're very comfortable playing without the mirror and they don't want to change their strategies up to align with the fact that it is available.
Drip just tweeted atting Pascal, well, Valkyria from the previous round, saying if she wants to replace Benji and CL on his team.
You know what? She's a gunner, and I would take her if I was you. Absolutely. I very much agree. Shout out to Valkyria. You played an amazing game, girlfriend. Well done. But moving on to this game, it does look like the setup is going to push its way out all the way over into Officers and Fountain as well. So it does look like T3H know exactly how they want to hold this. And look at all these lines of sight being opened up. Lua is going to run the smoke shotgun there. And Mel's actually, or Canary, I should say, is going to run an ACOG from CCTV. This is a huge hold.
I'm liking the aggressive hold from CC, especially opening up triple wall like this. Like Jaime's going to try and hold down there. The CC hold could be just this really aggressive hold, holding it with an ACOG and everything like that. That could be really good. I think it's kind of a more tried out strategy, but especially if you're expecting your opponent to be trying to push armory quite heavily, this can go well. And even if they push office, you've got to deal with this triple wall. It's very annoying to deal with when it's opened up like that.
Absolutely. And Piggy's going to start out by trying to get open the CCTV door. They can see all these holes. They're trying to work out exactly what the hold is. The alibis, the fake alibis, are going to also make their rendition in the 90 hallway there. And TR Cat's actually waiting for a drone to come in so that they can clear more effectively. Canary holding this long angle, a really beautiful long angle over onto the break door. And this is going to stall out Sphynx considerably. So they're not going to know how to push this. They're going to need more numbers. And TR Cat's underneath creating verticality, but no one is there for the bandit trick. They're actually not even running any wall denial. They're just hoping that this really stretched out hold of this entire top floor is something that they're going to be able to deny.
I think the wall denial is Canary on an ACOG. I think that's the kind of the main structure here. Yeah.
Absolutely. My goodness. It's if they can do it and Dina's not able to get to the wall, but that's it. It's all over. There's the hold shut down. It took them over half a round, but Midnight is going to trade back onto the Jackal who was underneath, but that's not going to be enough. Dina is still alive. They have CCTV control. No one's going to be able to sit in Fountain now because Pinky has this line of sight. Aztec wants to clap onto the Thermite, and oh my goodness, this is a frag fest.
This is looking really good though for Sphynx. They have all the control that they need right now. the main issue was the CC area. Even though they're at a man disadvantage right now, or woman disadvantage right now, it's this could still go really well for them. They have all the control that they need, and they still have plenty of time to work with it, as well as 2 nades coming out from Pinky. We're going to start to open up everything that they can. Aztec still having a very powerful position on the pixel angle here from half wall, and just going with those pre-fires. They're hopping into CC. They have that control. Pinky desperately needs to get her off of this half wall. Nades are going to come through. Aztec doesn't seem to be too aware of that, but the ADS is going to catch it. Habanas are going to go down to open up the side of the wall. Hopefully, they should be able to get a single angle here. There's 20 seconds left on the clock. Midnight still ready for that clutch onto the east stairs push. Flank and see what they can do there. Another nade is going to come through. ADS is going to get burned, but they desperately need to get in here and go for the push. Aztec still holding it down to half wall. This is looking really good for them right now. And Midnight on the flank is going to find one, a second for Aztec, and a third for Aztec. Looking really good for T3H right now.
You know, I was considerably worried when Canary got picked off in CCTV. Mind you, she had wasted over half the round, so technically she had done the job she was there to do. She was there to delay, she was there to stop. And then when they were able to get the thermite kill onto Dina, and I believe that was Aztec there, look at that. Donuts in chat. Canary a little bit suspicious of the fact that she wasn't able to get any of those kills that she desperately wanted, but it is the first round. Canary, calm down, girlfriend, calm down.
It's going to be really unfortunate if they win and Canary still doesn't get any kills by the end of it, because I know she was joking quite a lot. Yeah, no, we can. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, she gets one. Can we call her breadstick queen? Yeah, I mean, I'm all about it. I don't mind it. She's the bear queen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to go downstairs to our events room hold, now having successfully held upstairs and still not opting to bring the mirror. So I'm kind of like going more onto your side of what you were saying, like most teams will ban out mirror here or expect the mirror to be banned. So they won't even dry run with a mirror in their lineup.
Yeah, I agree. I think their strategies don't even include mirror, so they're not even going to try and change up. And if they make too many changes and they've got to swap someone off for an operator that is needed for something else, I think it's going to be too much change for them. So I agree with them not running the mirror. I think these early days of them sort of putting everything together, it's not necessary for them to run the mirror, and they can be comfortable with what they've got at the moment. Looks like it's going to be a top floor hold from T3H, as would be expected. I'm hoping the armory walls get reinforced in a second, James. Just give them a second, James. They're gonna do it. I feel it. They're gonna reinforce it. Come on. It's not happening, is it?
Reinforcements, like they have the reinforcements, surely. Still, because there's only 2 upstairs. There's 4 downstairs. They still have 4 up. This is not sure what to think of this one.
We saw a bit of an unorthodox hold when they held. What?
Oh, okay, so there's only actually 1 reinforcement left. Unless I'm missing a wall there. But yeah, so they have not opting to reinforce that. Is actually part of their strategy. They're completely reinforcing the CC angle instead onto 90, and they're just going to hold it this way instead. I'm not entirely against it, I guess, because it's kind of hard to hold on to box when you're not kind of like banner tricking and stuff up there. But yeah, I'm not sure about this one.
Maybe there is a plan to hold long angles onto half wall from archives. So that's why they sort of want to throw that together and go, oh, well, if we can hold it from office and archives with long angles, and, you know, they've got the ACOG there to be able to do that. I think Aztec, I'm not entirely sure where she's positioned, but Midnight's in a really key position there. I don't think anyone knows that she's there. She might be able to get an initial pick really quickly onto the Jackal here.
I mean, TRCAT both trying to push up here. They don't seem to be too... They should be aware, because that was a pre-fire coming down. Midnight still holding it down. Canary on top of the lockers there, but it's going to be Lua who picks up the very first kill of the round. Pinky going to go down very early on. Canary still holding this crossfire down. He's going to go for the pre-fires, but nobody's going to get the kill just yet. And TRCAT trying to push all the way in. Canary is going to pick up her first kill. It's going to be the breadstick now as Midnight tries to push around and tries to find the second. Jaime trying to push in, trying to get the roof rags here, but oh no, the potato going to come through. And Canary's going to pick up a freebie from the top of the locker.
This is going all the way of T3H now. It's just Dina and her counterpart left of Axie, and they're going to hope that they're going to be able to push in. This unorthodox hold, Canary, she wants those kills, James. She is not going to be the donut. She is not going to be the breadstick. She's going to make a number out of herself, and that's exactly what she's been doing. Now it's just Axie left, and not a single thing Sphynx can battle these T3H girls.
Yeah, T3H just tearing Sphynx's attack apart here. Very aggressive haul coming out from them, but great frags coming out from Canary above is going to secure them the round. Sphynx definitely going to have to rethink some things about that. I think, honestly, like, their intel was fine. I think there was a couple of small potato moments. We're not going to go into detail to talk about them. Everyone happens. It all happens. Boy, I love our potato moments.
Yes.
But things are not looking good for Sphynx. They only have 1 kill between all of them over 2 rounds.
Absolutely. Look, it does look like Pinky is the one that sort of is the usual fragger. She's the one that's sort of front and center for her team, but she doesn't have the refrag potential. She's not positioned correctly with her teammates to be able to get refrag potential, and I think a lot of their push is stalled out by the fact, I do want to say very clearly, is that a lot of their push is stalled out by the fact that T3H have been setting up super unorthodox. I don't think I've seen those reinforcements on a top floor hold for a ventilation site ever in my career as in part of, you know, competitive Rainbow Six. I've not seen reinforcements set up that way with those kind of holds. So clearly T3H is throwing off Sphynx a little bit because it's not the usual meta of how you would expect these sites to be held. And as a result, they're just allowing people to run all over the map.
Yeah, no, I agree with that to an extent. I think this is like a really aggressive hold. This is also a P90 with an extended barrel.
Well, nothing. You know what? If Hyde gets a kill with this, you gotta say on Twitter that you were wrong. I want you to say you were wrong.
Yeah.
Just say the P90 with the long barrel is
that's the play.
Is the play. And I want that on Twitter. Yep, perfect. Okay. I can't wait to see this. I cannot wait. But if it does work, I will give a shout out to Gracie myself, who's known as Haim in game, and that's amazing. But it does look like Sphynx now are getting the drones out. Midnight hiding herself in ventilation. She's going to make a really dashing run across double door, which hasn't been open, but they do get detention and jail wall open, and T3H using verticality to their absolute strongest point, and so much open by T3H. T3H seems so confident in being able to hold a large portion of the map.
TRK getting a bit aggressive there, trying to break down the CC hold. Break room door is open, and TRK desperate to find a kill here. Does have the ACOG and the PDW, trying to go for some pre-fires and see what's going on, but Canary is going to challenge with the ACOG and see what she can do. She did get destroyed here the last time she was holding CC. Let's see if she can do something this time. TRK going to be coming all the way around instead, but we'll see how Sphynx really want to clear this. Ow! What? Oh!
Good night!
What a nice wallbang coming through, but Canary is going to be able to refrag all of that. Canary takes down TRK in a refrag, and this is now looking good. But Canary's still going to find another one! Still holding down to an E-box there. This is looking really good for T3H. Successfully holding the upstairs area. Looking really good in the triple kill for Canary. Just holding it down with the Doc ACOG upstairs. And T3H are just tearing them apart.
Oh my goodness, James. I think Canary ate her Weet-Bix this morning, and she got on and she said, I'm ready to put this ACOG to work, ladies and gentlemen. And that's exactly what you're seeing. Mind you, that shot on Tallulah put her to sleep, but Canary was having none of it and clapped back. That's a 3K for Canary. T3H storming this round. It's now a 2v4, and Axie is going to be left to her devices with Dina yet again. And come on, give the rook a kill. Give the rook a kill.
Not gonna happen. Dina's going to be the left one on the round to see what's going to happen. It's going to be a 4v1 clutch from the Fragmite to see what she can do here. Midnight going to go for the run out aggressively. T3H, everyone wants this kill, but Dina is actually going to rotate to passport. So this P90 may just get her kill now. Dina very aware of this angle being opened up. However, she is going to peek it. And she knows that she's there. The pre-fire is going to come through, trying to get the wall bang down. Jaime's just holding on very well. Gracie looking for this kill on the P90. Please don't let this happen. The thermite charge is going to go through, and they're going to see if they can open it up just now. Jaime is going to go for the pre-fires. We'll see them. Pre-fire is going to come down from both sides right now, but Dina's just not going to risk it. She's not going to be able to get the entry, and T3H can take round number 3.
I tell you what, James. Had she have gone over to the impact hole,
yeah,
Jaime would have got the kill. You got to admit that.
Maybe. I think kind of an issue with holding it like that is having the wall to the right soft. like something you could very easily get wallbang through, something that did almost happen. But overall, a really good hold by T3H. I think completely down to Canary holding that upstairs as well, honestly. 6 kills. Just doing really, really well for herself indeed. We're getting to round 4. Yeah, things are going to go down. It's going to be an armory lock with an archives hold yet again from T3H. Again, no mirror coming out just yet. Canary looking for a 6 pick here. Is a 6 pick onto the duck. I call it the Exo 6 pick.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
I guess we're getting some lag, but
Oh, yes, I think I'm back, James.
There we
Hello,
go.
can you hear me?
I can hear you. Hello.
I got lost in the nether world of lag, and I am
You've been
back.
playing way too much Minecraft.
Alas, I am back, ladies and gentlemen. But who is hopefully back is Team Sphynx, because what we're hoping is that they're able to get at least one of their attacking rounds, so that when they get onto their second half of defense, they're able to get that reverse sweep that we saw happen in the previous game by Team Spies. So these players, they have to pick it up. They have to work out how they're going to go against really aggressive players like Midnight, like Canary. They need to pick it up, and they need to work out how they're going to counter this. Looks like we will have Armory Archives hold again, and to our not very big surprise whatsoever, they're going to extend their defensive hold quite far out again. I didn't see whether or not they had a CCTV hold there or not, but does look like we might have some audio issues. If you guys are hearing audio issues or you're hearing me funky, don't worry guys, we will get that fixed ASAP. So that was almost devastating. Canary with those ACOG angles in CC. She's been doing really well on holding it down. Tiaka is very lit up, but not going to go down just yet, and they're just going to try and clear out CC as they can. They've still not done so successfully, really, yet, but Tiaka could go down to Aztec again, holding down that very long angle. What I love about that angle is that it's not a very conventional one. If you're gonna do something like that and you're gonna hold it from half full, you'd better hope there's someone downstairs to hold underneath you so that no one can counter you vertically. Heim's going to be down outside as well by Canary, and she's not going to be aware that they are downed, I don't think, so she's not going to try and collect that kill. And it looks like they're doing the rotate, but this is not going to work for them because Heim is waiting there with triple wall opened up and lines of sight ready to go. And if you're going to counter something like this, the way that Aztec's holding it, and look, she can see this person, she's definitely going to engage with them. And the calls come out to Midnight. I would hope there's an air jab on there, possibly.
You would hope so. We'll see if that is going to be it. Actually, going to be trying to push up. Lua still holding down. However, she could jump out if I don't... Oh, there's a Claymore. Okay. Maybe not the best idea then. Lua still going to be holding down into the corner of concrete here. But Canary going to pick up a freebie there. Jaime going to go down. That's going to be a 3v5. Sphynx not going to be looking too good right now. Axie trying to push up where she can on the AC window. But Lua is actually in a pretty powerful spot right now with a shotgun. Can hold it down. Canary's just getting freebies across the board. What's going on over there in CC? It's all being held down by Canary yet again. Nomads are going to go down deep into sight. I'm assuming that she knows that Lua is here, and that's why she hasn't jumped in yet.
Yeah, absolutely. I think she's very aware that someone was there. She threw in a drone before and it got shot by the SMG-11, so she knows someone is close. But if she does decide to jump in, Lua's going to smoke the window. That's going to be perfect because she has 30 seconds left, so she knows how her smoke babes are going to be able to do the damage they need to do for the remainder of this round. If anyone does hop in, she's primed with that shotgun. Look at this. Dean is actually looking to jump into pre-fire. It's the perfect pre-fire. The plant's going to go down next to the door, and all Midnight needs to do is peek. Someone has jumped outside. The cover is not good enough. Midnight's going to clean them both up, and that's going to be a round for T3H. And my goodness. Oh, T3H. Are we going to see a 7-0?
Potentially. Things are going very, very well. Don't forget, we do have a Thatcher and a Capital ban, and I think this has just pushed things insanely into the favor of the defense. So, not too surprised to see the defense doing so well, but Canary, especially, just holding down things with the ACOG, has just been getting so many frags out there. But round number 5 getting underway, we're seeing the first blitz being brought today.
I think Dina has had enough. They want to get rid of the people who are extending their holdout very far on the map. And that's what she wants to come in. She wants to close it down. And I think Dina's the right person to do it. Her game sense is quite high, and she is known as one of the gunners of Sphynx. So if anyone is to shut down that kind of, hold and those long angles that are being held by ACOGs like Canary, for example, then she can do it this way. But Canary's having the game of her life, and I really like that they're running the Frost. Did they 6-pick that one?
No. Yeah, they did actually, because Canary was running the Cav.
Okay, perfect. There you go. So she, the double bait there, and she will run the Frost, which actually will take them off guard. But, I mean, T3H hasn't even really been allowing them to get into sight. So putting Frost on site might not actually be that helpful. It might be better to have them off site, but she is going to run a couple of them into vents and around. And Team Sphynx is hoping that this round will be somewhat fruitful for them.
These are some really weird Frost map placements.
So there's one when they jump in and they can't see it, but that one should be seen from the window pretty easily, I'll be honest. She needed to have tucked that one further away so that it's not seen from the window. But look at this blitz. Dina is hoping that she can take top floor control successfully. Or maybe they'll just storm straight onto site.
Potentially. Could definitely be something. I'm just like thinking about this lineup and thinking about like what the kind of push could be here. Like I like the blitz here, honestly. I really do like a blitz here. But I'm kind of thinking the blitz is being more used for a roam clear here than anything else, and I'm not sure if that's exactly the route that you want to go here.
Yeah, absolutely. If anything, they need to make sure they're getting in the map very fast. You see Midnight spread out over into Fountain. Canary making herself known in Archives, and then there's another T3H player in Armory. So there's 3 people doing a top floor hold. And if you want to be able to get rid of them and all these crossfires, you better bring enough people to get rid of them, because this push is going to be extremely strong. Dina's decided that Armory Wall is going to be her choice. She gets rid of those Legion Mines from Lure, and that's going to give her an opportunity to storm in uninterrupted. Lure's telling her to watch out. She thinks someone might be on Sandwich Window, and they know that someone's there, but Dina's by herself. Heim finally makes her way over to assist on the push, and this is just going to be a frag fest.
This could be a really good crossfire. Like if the Nomad does rappel up onto the window, but Dina's just going to move all the way in already. Aztec finding a freebie here. TF Cat going to go down really early, and a great crossfire established by Canary with the double kill on Frost. And it's a 2v5 already. Sphynx's roam clear just gets shut down instantly. And Pinky and Axie are left remaining.
Oh, I feel for Axie constantly being left to try and clutch out rounds. That's an extremely difficult thing to put on a player, and she's going to drone heavily again for a team. Pinky jumps on in, isn't able to get the wall bang. There's verticality as well. She's getting shot from multiple angles, and they do down. Alu is aware of this, and she's going to finish off that kill. And in fact, Aztec's going to steal it from her all the way over on Bathroom, and it's just going to leave Axie to her own devices yet again. This verticality, these setups have been way too strong from T3H, and Sphynx is copping it as a result. Will Midnight be able to close this off as we've seen her do on other rounds?
Well, it's going to be Axie left in a 1v5. 30 seconds left to go on the clock, and Axie still holding it down. Is aware that Midnight is in supply room, but I believe that was from top of server. Yes, from Canary with a 3k. T3H taking round number 5, and just a great job by Canary across the board still.
There's a lot of there's so much confidence coming out from T3H. Girls like Midnight, for example, who have been dominating gunners. She was part of the Pentadivina roster well before CCS R6W existed, and also has been playing things like Go For, etc. So her competitive experience and her game sense has been, already established. You see, I'm just looking at that Nook.
You see a Nook, yeah. That is interesting. I'm not sure how I feel about the Nook here, given like Nook definitely has a place in competitive. If you see a team is like really heavily relying on cams, and yet you could argue there is a Maestro in the lineup, so you could argue that might be something that's going on. Like Nook's she's got to be like the solo play, maybe not so much on border. I don't know. I'm interested to see how this works out, because I honestly haven't seen that much of Nook in competitive play yet. Obviously, with this season coming in of Pro League and Challenger League, she is going to be allowed, but we haven't really, this could be the first time we've seen her.
I'm excited to see how they utilize her, whether or not she's just going to try and crouch walk her way in and whatnot. But yeah, as I was saying about the T3H roster, I mean, girls like Canary, for example, they're known as being really prominent figures in the Rainbow Six women's scene. If you don't know Canary as part of the EU scene, or you've not come up against her in ranked, you've not seen her team kill half of her teammates, so she's known as the TK Queen, then you're missing out, of course. So some of these women in this team are really well known in the community. They put a lot of hours into Siege, and it's showing here tonight that, you know, their gameplay is both. I wouldn't say that as a team they've shown. I would say there's more being strong individual plays. And I think that's what has made them dominant tonight against Sphynx. And for Sphynx, quite possibly, whilst they do look like they might have strategies there, they're just not implementing them as a coordinated push.
It has been a dominant performance so far, but don't forget it's not over until Canary sings. We'll see exactly how it is going to go through. Sphynx still droning it through and seeing what they can do. I'm just really interested in what this Nook is going to do.
I'm glad we are having our spectator, our observer, our beautiful observer watching this.
Medix is a beautiful man, it is true. I've seen him.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen him. Am I missing out?
You are definitely missing out.
Wow. Wow. TR Cat is not going to be able to do the damage that they needed to do. Breaching charges are going to assist with the push through into servers and workshop, but unfortunately she hasn't been able to use the utility the way it's designed to be used, which is crouch walking. If you attempt to run or anything like that, it does disable the utility usage, and these long lines of sight that Sphynx are opening up will help dearly. But you've got girls like Aztec, who are the queen of Maestro's ACOG, so good luck going up against them. And Midnight here in a really powerful position should she want to bounce up and take the head off anyone peeking.
Yeah, some really strong positions coming out from T3H here. It's going to allow them to go for that individual play that we did already talk about. So Sphynx, strong, heavy journey coming out from them to try and push into the site and see what all these positions are. They're going to be really heavy with this passport take, but it's going to be a TR Cat who gets the opening frag. I'm going to go down really early on, and TR Cat trying to push through onto the flank. Still not going for that upstairs push whatsoever, so going to have to deal with that vertical play when it does come in. Sphynx definitely getting ready for this push right now and getting ready for the execute. Phone calls are going to go out. Midnight still holding down in an area where she was already droned, so it could be an easy pre-fire for the attackers if they're still aware of that. Midnight getting very aggressive on the peaks. Oh my god, what a shot by Midnight. And it's going to be a 3v4 now. This is not looking too good for Sphynx. They've lost their numbers, but they still have the utility. Nomads are going to go out onto where Midnight's position is. The Nomad is going to go off. Midnight's going to get thrown out of position, and Axe is going to move in to try and capitalize. But from above, Canary's going to shut her down, and T3H take the round.
My goodness, James. All I can say is that T3H have every single angle covered. We're seeing kills here, and I'm not even sure where the bullets are being fired from. That's how many angles T3H have covered, either vertically, horizontally. It doesn't matter. They've got these angles covered, and they've got a lot of lines of sight open up. And, you know, I do wonder whether or not that's been to their success, maybe because Sphynx isn't aware how to combat that. If they go up against another team who is more, you know, competitively ready for those kind of long lines of sight and know how to capitalize on them, maybe they would struggle more. But 13 kills in 6 rounds from Canary, and Sphynx unfortunately trailing behind, and quite possibly having this matchup as their first game for Sphynx has been one of the hardest matchups that you could probably throw against the team in their first play day.
Yeah. Well, this hasn't been a great showing for Sphynx so far. I honestly think there is a big potential for the comeback to be complete reverse sweep. And we are finally going to be seeing the mirror coming out from Sphynx, however, not from T3H. Yeah, across 6 rounds with the mirror not being banned, and they didn't run it once.
Yeah, I definitely think they dry run without her, absolutely, no doubt in my mind. They've dry run. All of their strategies consist of a lack of mirror, so there was no reason for them to run her. And I think a lot of the players on T3H are definitely used to their roles and their operators that complement those roles. You can see Midnight on the Jaeger, that was consistently run. Lua on the flex, you know, with her Legion, and I'm not surprised. I'm really not surprised. But this closet mirror, I really like this, and they've reinforced the hatch underneath. It'd be interesting to see whether or not Midnight goes underneath with the buck. It displaces her instantly. that would be a really good way of going about it, or whether or not they look to do a CCTV clear or whatnot, because I don't think any of the Sphynx players are set below to assist with stopping that vertical play.
Yeah, and also, like, the physical play can come in here. You can just take the mirrors out. You can really force people out of positions. Like, Buck is so powerful on border with vertical play, but also you have nades for any kind of other push you want to do. Like, nading the guy in E-Box here is very, very easily. So, you know, stuff like that. And the fact that the Buck is up here kind of says to me that this is more about the nade strategy than anything else. And this is why they've been bringing the Buck here. But this is a very heavy CC hold coming out right now from Sphynx. Let's see how successful that is going to be. Is Lua going to be opening up the break room door? Pinky being very aggressive onto this door here.
Oh, whoa. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that is how you quickly rope clip. And
Yeah.
T3H are very clearly going to show that whilst they do well on defense, they definitely know how to attack. And that CCTV control was taken like that. And now Heim is going to be stuck in half wall. Good luck getting out of this one.
That back CC wall not being reinforced off, that is going to be a huge mistake coming out from Sphynx. That is going to delete it straight off with a nice CC clear coming out from T3H. And now they find themselves in a 5v3. That's going to allow Midnight to go below. And Jaime's going to be found out. Very low HP. And final Canary is going to pick up for free. 2v5 now. And this is looking really nice for T3H right now. There is still the mirror up, however. There's still plenty of utility up. But Midnight should be able to start to open stuff up down. The bottom of this floor is actually destructible, despite the fact that the hatch has been reinforced. So that mirror is going to get opened up easy enough, and a great pre-fire from Canary moves all the way in and gets a 3K on the round. T3H take round number 7, and it's going to be a clean sweep from them.
That is our first 7-0 of this league, and I'm sure not the last, because we see gunners like this coming in strong. 16-1. That is a large KD, ladies and gentlemen. That's a very large KD if I've ever seen one in competitive environments. So Canary's going to walk away, not the donut, not the breadstick, but with the 16K. And that is far more than you can ask